We are departing Tennessee, and we are headed north to Kentucky. Yeehaw!
That's right, we're headed to Kentucky's only national park. You will not believe the trails that they have there, and it's home to the world's longest cave system.
Which tour did you think we were doing?
Bed and broomsticks.
We found the perfect RV spot just minutes from the park.
These are the nicest people in here. They are so nice, yes.
We used every block we have.
Steve is going to show you an easy electrical cord repair.
They're pretty hefty wires, so you have to...
And we'll talk about some national park resources we use. And of course, along the way, we'll have some fun.
I always told you I'd take you places. Mm-hmm. And here we are, in Kentucky, at a sinkhole.
We are Steve and Kelly, the Puttering Puckets, and we live full-time in our Brinkley G3250 with our dogs, Tater and Bubba. Before we start, Bubba wants to know if you've hit that subscribe button, and if you've rang the bell to get notifications, and if so, he says, thanks.
Look, Steve already even started the truck for me. Big old bird poop. That little red cardinal, it was a girl. Remember, you told me that. You said it's a girl cardinal.
It was a female cardinal because it wasn't all red.
That's right. I've been working really hard on this. We got her. You ready for this? Ta-da! One-shot wonder. And then we got to do all the settings. We got to select our trailer. We've got to get the trailer tow haul put into place too there. And don't forget the engine exhaust brake. I'm going to go into RV Life Trip Wizard. Let's go. Thank goodness for good rest areas.
Kelly, dear, what did you find?
Steph, these are the nicest people in here. They are so nice. Yes, they're just like good homegrown people.
And where are we at?
We are at Singing Hills RV Park and Campground.
What's the name of this town?
Cave City, Kentucky.
Cave City, Kentucky. Mm-hmm. We're right outside Mammoth Caves.
Yeah, so when I made the reservation...
So that's this weekend's adventure.
Yeah. When I called to make the reservation, the gal was really nice, lots of information, and they don't ask you to even put a deposit down to stay here. It's all like a trust and honor and good citizen kind of thing, so I just paid. You do get a discount if you are Good Sam, I can't remember the other one, Harvest Host. We got a discount for being Harvest Host members. Yeah, so they honor other memberships and give you discounts for things.
That's great.
And I asked him about firewood, because they have firewood, and he said, well, we usually close around 6, but sometimes it's 7, so if we're not here when you need it, just grab whatever you need and just come pay for it later.
We've stayed at a couple parks like this, and it's really great.
Yeah, super nice. So we're in Site 39, it's a pull-through, and I think it's going to be fantastic. We might need to do some leveling. There's kind of a hump here.
Not looking too bad front to back. Let's go see what it looks like side to side. Okay, so we gotta come up quite a ways on the passenger side.
We've set the air conditioner for the dogs because it's a little humid here. And we're gonna go grab some dinner. Let's see what we can find in Cave City, Kentucky. Look Look at that. He's such a gentleman. All right, right here next to the liquor, wine, and beer, which used to be a gas station, we have El Mazatlan Mexican restaurant. I gotta say, it's busy. That's always a good sign. It's always a good sign when there's lots of cars in the parking lot. There's a lot of people here. This is a good sign. We like that. We sat down, scooted our buns, and food was here.
This place was hoppin', and they were fast. We didn't even get a chance to take a picture of our food, but I will tell you, it was delicious, and we highly recommend it.
So we're gonna go to Mammoth Caves today. We're super excited because we are doing the Domes and Dripstones cave tour. I think it's supposed to last 2 hours, a couple of hours-ish.
Something like that.
And there's lots to do there. I guess it's like the largest cave system in the world, in the United States.
I don't know.
I don't know, it's the largest cave system of somewhere. So we're gonna go learn about it, and we're gonna take you along with us. But first, we gotta get everything ready to go. Ready?
A little habit I've intentionally started creating was every time I leave the trailer, I always make sure I turn the water off and relieve the pressure so that if there is any sort of a water issue while we're gone, it doesn't fill the trailer full of water. So just a little precaution.
Takes work getting out the door. Oh my. And it looks like maybe we got some weather blowing in. So it'll be a perfect day to go walk around in a cave.
Now, before you jump in the rig and drive here, you need to do some planning. I would get on the National Park Service webpage and go to Mammoth Cave and explore all the different tours, because even though it's cave singular, there are over 23 different tours offering different kinds of experiences. So get on and see which one's best for you. Then go to the Cave Tours page. It will have a video to show you what to expect on a cave tour and show you which tours are available in which season, because it does vary. And from there, you can reserve your cave tour tickets, which is through recreation.gov. This site lists every single one of the tours that they offer at the cave. We selected Domes and Dripstones and then entered the date we wanted to go, the number of people that would be attending, and then you request your tickets. This page also gives you an overview of the whole hike, how long it will take, the distance, the cost, etc. So make sure to read through the whole thing before you pay for them. This is important because tickets are non-refundable. They do post their cave schedule 3 months in advance, and this is great because there are very few tickets available at the Welcome Center, and they sell out very quickly. So purchasing yours ahead of time will secure your spot. If you have a Ford, this is a great place to store your passport book. Can't forget that. All cave tours begin at the Visitor Center, and right there at the entrance you will find the pavilion, which shows the list of tours and which shelter you meet at to start your tour. Shelters are located on the southeast corner behind the Visitor Center. Some tours require that you ride a bus to the tour location. This was the case with ours, Domes and Dripstones. We selected this one because we heard it was an excellent introductory tour. They ask you to get there 30 minutes early. So if you get there way early like we did, there's lots of things to do.
Steve has found his t-shirt.
No, Steve didn't.
They have a stuffed armadillo. Look how cute it is. It's the 9-banded armadillo. I think I need it. What do you think? So this park is an international dark sky park, which is pretty cool. Okay, so only this piece right here is represented by this. That is so cool. Look at all of that, all of the cave. And it's supposedly formed by water. Which tour did you think we were doing?
Bed and broomsticks.
Yeah, that would be domes and dripstones.
Domes and dripstones. I'll never remember that.
So it might sound counterintuitive, but the back's actually going to be the fastest, because the people who are in the back, they're going to have, their responsibility is to keep up with that person in front of them. So there's a chance that we could see bats because of that. That's why we want to be aware. We want to give them space because this is their home. I don't say that to scare you. I say that to give you a fair warning. It's just something I have to mention before we go down there.
So we're riding on the school bus, and Steve's telling me stories about when he used to ride the bus. And apparently, when Steve was in elementary school, he rode in the back of the bus with the high school girls.
The high school girls. All the cute girls are in the back.
Oh my Lord.
There were quite a few people on our tour, but it never felt overcrowded. There was a nice pace, and we could always hear the tour guides.
Holy smokes. Look at how far up that goes. Catch everybody going up. Oh my gosh, look at that.
The bus returns you to the Mammoth Cave Hotel lobby. Originally constructed in 1965, it went through a multi-million-dollar remodel in 2024. They offer a variety of accommodations, from more rustic cabins to places that accommodate up to 12 people. They also have a cafe, not super impressed, as well as grill and a bar, which we did not get to try. And, of course, your tourist shop.
Oh, well, you could have yourself some.
Straight bourbon. 100
There
proof.
you are so cute. Yep, they serve Starbucks, snacks.
Mammoth Cave National Park sits on over 50,000 acres. And with 400 miles of mapped passageways, you would think that spelunking would be the only activity. But that's just the beginning. There are over 80 miles of walking trails on the surface in the area, and 20 of them are just around the visitor center alone.
This cave here, I believe it's called the Dixon Cave, isn't open right now because they're trying to save it for bats. The Indiana bat is the bat that they see most commonly in this cave. However, there are multiple species of bats that live in the Mammoth Cave region. If you haven't heard about the white-nosed bat syndrome, it's a huge problem amongst bats in the area, and I guess they've lost quite a few of them to this disease. So that's why they're trying to preserve the cave and keep people out.
We wanted to get in one more trail, so we did some research and found out that the one you couldn't miss while you were here is called the Cedar Sink Trail. At only 1 mile, we decided to give it a shot.
I always told you I'd take you places.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are in Kentucky at a sinkhole.
Indeed. This here actually goes underground again, but that is supposed to be part of the river, and it winds back in there and it comes out like this. But I think they're in the middle of a dry spell because obviously there's no water in that part.
Mammoth Cave National Park was our 11th national park. And there was a lot more to this park than we had initially realized. So I thought I'd share one of the things we use. And that is the National Park app you can download on your phone. It works for both Android and Apple phones. And it has a lot of information, more than I can even go over on this video. Everything from what to see, things to do, where to stay. It also has things like amenities and fees. It includes the weather and different calendar activities that are going on. One of the tabs I like is the self-guided tour tab. Another tab is the webcam, so you can see live what's actually happening in the area. Another fun one is postcard. For this one, they need access to your photos, but if you go through and you pick a photo, it actually puts the national park symbol on the corner of the photo, and then you share it via text message. Here's another fun resource. It's the National Park Service Map, and it's listed by state. So easy. Just pick your state, then go in, and you can either select the maps that they've given you on that screen, which sometimes there's a lot, sometimes there aren't, or you can also go up and type in a keyword. In this case, we were looking for Mammoth Cave. Type it in, click search, and voila, you have 2 maps available for you to use. Just click on the map, it should open up fairly easy, and then you can either download and save it or print it for reference.
I've been wanting to change out this plug on this end. You can see it's starting to pull loose. This is the cord that came with the RV when we got it. And there's no way to like loosen this up, shorten it, and tighten it and get it to fix in there. But this sleeve has just pulled back away from the plug, and I don't want any water or anything getting in there. So I put a bunch of electrical tape on it to initially to try to just keep the water out of it, but I have ordered a new plug from Amazon. It's a Camco. It's just a RV male plug replacement. Should be pretty simple. Just got to get these wires cut and screwed down. It's an easy do-it-yourself project right here. So this will be nice that if it pulls away again, then I can just shorten the wires up a little bit and reuse this. Oh, 3 more screws. One in the center, these 2 right here. So there we go, I've got it opened up now. And it looks like we looking at the directions, actually looking at the directions. We do black on one side, red on the other, green up top, and then white down on this post. So my plan is just to cut these wires here, and then I'll have to cut this and then get me some new fresh wires, but just shorten it up here, cut them out, and they're pretty hefty wires, so you have to have a pretty good set of cutters here. So after wrestling the connections, finally got them all done. So now I'm just going to put the cover back on. After that taking much longer than it should have. There's the end product. So now we're going to go try it out. Okay, the moment of truth. Got this side hooked up. And for those of you who have a G model, have you guys figured out an easy way to hook up your electrical? This thing is super tight getting this through the hole. So we're connected. Let's go turn it on and see what happens. Looks like it's on. There's no smoke or fire, so I think we're good.
Singing Hills RV Park was an excellent spot to stay during our visit to Mammoth Cave National Park. It was super convenient to the visitor center, only 7 miles, and was a really quiet little oasis tucked back on a charming old farm property. Each space had a picnic table and fire ring. There were horseshoe pits and a big open picnic area with a volleyball court. And yeah, our space was unlevel, but we made it work. Besides, the ambiance there was really wonderful. There was a wonderful little pond and a variety of parking spots for RVs of all shapes and sizes. We were surprised to learn that Mammoth Cave National Park only gets about 600,000 visitors a year. It's considered one of the most affordable national parks you can visit due to the no entry fee, low cost of local lodging and activities, as well as its central location to so many places on the East Coast. Between the amazing hikes and the fascinating cultural history, along with the impressive biodiversity of plants, this is someplace we think everyone should put at the top of their list. Kentucky will be back, but as backwards as it seems, we gotta roll back to Tennessee because we have something we've got to see. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe, but more importantly, give us a thumbs up so YouTube knows to show it to other people and ring the bell for future notification.